Welcome to Nan Chang, city of bright lights and an even brighter future. With a population of 3 million and growing, this thriving provincial capital in southern China has just been named on Forbes magazine's list of the world's 10 most exciting cities. And as this city grows in stature, so too do its residents, an increasingly wealthy, sophisticated and discerning society looking for the trappings of their home life to reflect the success of their work life. It's early Saturday morning in Mailin National Park, about an hour outside of Nan Chang, and the city's well-to-do professionals are arriving at their luxury weekenders. It is the dead of winter and bitterly cold, and yet you get the sense residents of this mountainside retreat will suffer little in the way of discomfort. Built in 2009 by Everbright Hangmoy, this collection of luxury apartments and villas are renowned in these parts as homes of true refinement, featuring design features and luxury appointments normally reserved for a five-star hotel. Now, this site is set over about 450,000 square metres, roughly about 45 hectares. And it really is highly desirable. Now, the temptation for some may have been to develop this heavily, but Everbright, in close consultation with environmental groups, decided to leave this very much in its original state. There is just this one quality development behind me of some apartments, and then over in the distance there's about 20 prestige homes, but the rest of this site has instead been landscaped and restored to create really what is just a beautiful mountain paradise. By Monday morning, most of the weekend holiday makers are back in Nan Chang and resuming life in the fast lane. But for those living in the luxury compounds of the Everbright Hangmoy Group, the sense of a life less ordinary continues. The company has created a collection of exclusive estates across the city, all designed around the premise of creating not simply homes, but environments. In the grounds of the idyllic Hangmoy Lakeside on the shores of the city's expansive lake, large European-style villas and apartments are set amongst sweeping formal gardens, swimming pools, water features and cobbled laneways to create a sense of refinement and serenity. It is a prime example of the company's policy of sourcing architects and designers from around the globe, in keeping with its commitment to eschew the one-size-fits-all mentality in preference for a unique and global design philosophy. For the recently completed Victoria Gardens building in Beijing, Australian architecture firm Bates Smart was brought in for building and interior design. The result, a stunning ovoid-shaped building comprising a sweep of sleek and modernist penthouses and apartments set around vast central gardens. You've only got to step onto one of their building sites to see the Everbright Hangmoy philosophy of total commitment clearly at work. There are literally hundreds of people working around me right now, but amongst them are a selection of hand-picked artisans that have been sourced from not just around China but around the world to apply their special art to the many high-class features that are very much a part of any of this company's developments. It's an attention to detail that is applied from the very beginning. Just take a look at this sales suite at a new development site in Shijiazhuang. From the uniform doorman to the metres of Italian marble to the sweeping staircase and the high-end furnishings, it is reminiscent of the foyer of a five-star European hotel. Not entirely surprising when you learn that a leading Italian architect was engaged purely for its design. The suite sits adjacent to one of Everbright's latest projects in this province, a series of glittering residential towers. Now let me show you something that may give you some indication about the scale on which this company operates and also the way it's received in the market. Now, I'm walking through a model of the Victoria Times development at Shijiazhuang. To give you some idea, this site here is about 15 hectares in size. It's just about finished at the moment. It is 100% sold, mostly to corporations who plan to put their executives in there. Now, stage 2 over there behind me, there's not even models built for that yet, but it's already 60% pre-sold. Such is the reputation of this company. But something that's also very powerful as you look around the whole model is the amount of gardens. There are vast tracts of landscaping here, and it all comes back to the philosophy that this company has of not only creating great homes, but great spaces, residences that give back not just to the people that live in them, but the people that live around them as well. Some of Shijiazhuang's most prestigious commercial buildings are also the work of Everbright Hengmoi, among them one of the city's most famous, the headquarters for the telecommunications giant China Unicom. Its groundbreaking design and world-class interiors, another example of Everbright's strategy of creating buildings that are not simply to be used, but enjoyed. Well, what does it mean for the building industry back home in Australia? How do the incredible building achievements we've just shown you in China possibly be applied on the leafy streets of Melbourne?
Well, it's firstly great confidence in our market that they elect to undertake a project. They're a major development company from China. They undertake big projects over there of a very high quality nature, and they've chosen a very significant and historic site in Stonington. That in itself is again further confidence and confirmation of the area, and I believe it'll be great for our community.
Yeah, and I suppose, Gerald, what is also exciting is that in the case of Everbright, if it has committed to this project, then we know it will happen.
Oh, this is certainly. This is a company with great substance and great backing. They are undertaking this project as an initial stage of a long-term program and plan that they have, and yes, certainly they don't require the sort of support that a lot of smaller developers do.
Gerald, would you recall having seen a developer enter into the local market that has such a global background?
The site's a wonderful site to be associated with, but in addition to that, have a company of such foresight and long-term vision is a great association for our company, and we're looking forward to many, many years of being associated and working together in developing some prestigious developments.